How you doing today?
Fucking tired.
Why?
I'm good. It's like someone kicked me in the ribs on my right side, but you know, it is what it is.
Man, I've been sore too, though, man. I keep working out at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like anytime we're just on some standstill, or whatever, dude. Because I'm like when we toss up bundles to fill them up in whatever other spots.
Yeah.
I'm always the dude tossing them up, and when you're the dude stacking, sometimes you take a little bit longer because you want to make sure all that shit's fucking gonna just stay up straight, not tip over, and whatever. We do put like support fucking planks in and fucking whatever, but that's only at like certain heights. So like so then I'll be grabbing two bundles, whatever, and I'll just be curling them.
Yeah.
Or if there's like one heavy one, I'll just doing that with them. I'll do some little squats or lunges and shit with like I just fucking so I like being the bottom guy, but then like yesterday and today
I like being the bottom.
I like being the bottom yesterday and today. Man, like my shoulders were fucking just like then today, dude, my fucking biceps were just like, no, dude, we're not.
I've been doing that stuff. Like I got my own little barbells and shit with adjustable weights, but I started doing the crunches, 100 leg raise crunches a day.
I need to get on some leg shit.
50 to 100 push-ups a day and shit.
Goddamn, you don't seem as fat as you were last week.
Yeah, I'm trying. It doesn't take much for me to like get into shape.
Well, because you were already in shape once.
Yeah.
So
fucking high school.
No, I'm just saying, like.
No, yeah.
That's what a lot of those like when you watch those like infomercials and shit, when they have the before and after pictures, a lot of those people are like amateur level athletes and shit, dude, that just put on some fucking weight real quick and then they just do their regular thing and they just get back.
Yeah, right. That's fair. Yeah, and I feel like that's a big misconception because like fucking people. There's some fucking hefty people out there that look like they've never been a smaller size.
Yeah.
And so when they lose all that weight, they look weird, but it's a struggle for them to lose that weight.
Yeah.
And the thing is like what someone does for their routine and their diet isn't going to necessarily work.
Because a lot of people like maybe like more of like a natural bigger frame or whatever, and they've always just been like a little heavier, like. And then they just lose a bunch of weight, dude. A lot of times they look sick until you fucking get used to seeing them that way or whatever.
Yeah. And some of that loose skin like tightens up and whatnot because it takes a minute for that to happen. Yeah. I say it doesn't happen. It does. Yeah. Like I had this guy I worked with. I can't remember his name. I'm so shitty. He's a cool dude. But I worked with him in Chicago for a while, and he was a hefty dude. But then he lost a bunch of weight because he was going to the army and shit. And like my boss would make fun, I'm like, no, he looks so bad because his skin is like it's sagging everywhere. And weird. I'm like, yeah, but like give it a little bit of time. Either one or two things are gonna happen. He's gonna fill out with muscle and whatnot. Stephen Carell, that's his name. Stephen Carell. Cool dude. It's really talkative. At least he was back in the day. I don't know if he still is. But he's just, he's always fucking going a million miles a minute. But he was a cool dude. Nice as fuck. But yeah, like he lost a bunch of weight and he had the skin thing for a little bit where it was kind of saggy and whatnot. But I feel like at some point, especially if we went to the military, all that shit filled out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's just time and fucking patience and continuously working at it. Some people can't handle that though because it's a fucking shock. If you've never worked out or anything and you've always just been, it's fucking hard. And I get it. I get that. And sometimes, like I said, like one diet isn't going to work for the next person. That's a really big thing is people don't understand. Like, because you eat less or don't eat this sweet thing doesn't necessarily mean what you are eating is right for what you're trying to go for. Because fucking food has so much sugar and fucking high fructose corn syrup and so much different shit in it that it's really hard to like make sure you're eating the right stuff, especially because you don't know what your body's missing and what your body needs. Same thing, I guess. Mineral wise, vitamin wise, and whatnot, protein, and all those good things. Sucks. It's like Joe Rogan says, or did say, like he was a big proponent, is a big proponent of like, go to the doctor, get a blood test, see what your body's missing. Fucking weird, like, they're gonna use my blood for nefarious. No one gives a fuck about you like that, dude. No one fucking cares. It's the same with vaccines. No one cares about you enough to be like, try to fucking, that doesn't work that way.
Come on.
But no, like fucking figure out what your body's missing. Get that shit. Make sure you eat those things. Level off, and keep that regimen, man. Fucking work. But you really gotta make that. You really gotta want to make that change. Otherwise, it's just you're not gonna go anywhere with it. The Animal Movie. Short and sweet.
There we go.
That's fun. Yeah. But yeah, I'm tired of fucking like sitting like this and just feeling my stomach like beer. And I'm like, that's all fat. Like, I can feel my abs under there. I have put on some weight.
Yeah.
I got love handles now.
All right, so yesterday, Jeramie and I, welcome to Wienercast, by the way. But yesterday, Jeramie and I watched two more, I guess one and a 1/10 more Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. He had a cameo.
Because cameos count. Cameos count as Adam Sandler movies. Unless, like, we did skip Deuce Bigalow because it was an uncredited voice.
Right.
So
it's not really a cameo. It's
he's like just like someone on the phone or some shit. Like, hey there, like one of the like was playing like maybe like an old lady or whatever that he's having sex with.
Him, but yeah.
Oh, it could be the person that's like Behemoth. It could be. That could be. That could be.
It could be one of those shit, dude. Holy fuck.
But we checked out the Animal. That was the first one we watched, starring what's his name, Rob Schneider, Harlan Williams.
Fucking not Harlan Williams, dude. He doesn't look anything like him.
I know. All white people look the same to me.
I guess.
This movie was great.
Yeah, it's short, sweet.
It was like an hour 15 minutes.
Silly as fuck.
It wasn't even 90 minutes, dude. It was hour 15 minutes, dude. Like
it was good.
It was fucking. It was great
for what the movie was doing. Like, it was a perfect amount of time. Like, they don't really rush you through it either. Like, it just happens.
Yeah, it just coasts through. It's just like 3 episodes of a little short series.
Right. And that's like, I think one thing that movies don't do these days is shit like that, where they don't have proper pacing and they have a lot of dead air, shit that just doesn't fit right because they're trying to fill that space. Well,
I wouldn't see this movie in theaters because I want to see, if I'm going to theaters, I want to see something that's like 3 hours or some shit, dude.
Yeah. Because hour and 45 minutes to 3.5 hours.
Hour and 45 is like the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hour and a half. That's an action movie, bro. I can just. Which is another weird fucking thing that's happening right now. Fucking Warner Brothers, man, they're doing some shit. The HBO Max, they're fucking up.
You think that's a fuck up move that they're doing? I mean, they'll probably lose money, but we get to see all the fucking movies.
We're gonna pirate all those movies.
I mean, we are.
I mean, yeah, we are. So like, that's what I mean, though. Like, a lot of people are. Like, theaters are basically becoming defunct and whatnot. And so you're gonna be
theaters in our town are dead.
Yeah, they're dead. So it's like one of those things where you have all these big name movies that were planning on those releases in theaters that are now not getting it, and the revenue that they would gross from that, they're not going to be reaping that at all. It's going to be on HBO Max. They're going to be getting that money, and that's not getting. It's not going to cut it. Maybe it is. I don't know.
No, but Warner Brothers I'm pretty sure we'll be getting paid per view. You know, like they'll be getting some sort of percentage from how many views and HBO Max, whatever. So like,
but
so there'll be, because then there'll also be a lot of people who are subscribed to HBO Max that will not only watch the movie just once in the theaters like we would, but they'll watch it repeatedly because they have access to it so right away.
Quickly, yeah.
So that might balance it out.
Maybe. I just know that there's a discrepancy between how things work on the silver screen versus in the digital age, and that's where it is. So a lot of people are getting kind of fucked over. I mean, and also, who was it? Not Johnny Depp. That has stuff to do with this too, like how all this is playing out with Johnny Depp and fucking Amber Heard, and how WB kind of fucked him over really bad.
Yeah.
But so there was already like fucked up feelings between fans and consumers in that situation with WB and how they chose to handle that. But also some of the actors, not on that film, but a different one. But Dune, the new Dune, Jason Momoa and Thanos.
He's also Venom.
Yeah.
He's also Cable.
Yeah. Josh Brolin had some shit to say about it, and they're like, I kind of agree with him. Like, they're fucking like, dude, this is not going to be the same. So we're going to see how this transition works. I mean, honestly, it's kind of one of those things where it might have been inevitable in the first, anyway.
Maybe.
But the transition would have been smoother to where theaters can do things in a way that we're still in the times. But because they're happening so quickly, it's just in the wind, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the animal.
We haven't even got started on it yet. So it's starring Rob Schneider. It's got featuring John C. McGinley, and
Dr. Cox.
Yeah, Dr. Cox from Scrubs. Mm-hmm. Probably his most important role.
Yeah, most iconic role.
Yeah. I think his most iconic role is being one of the Bobs in Office Space. He's one of the the head supervisors that's like interviewing everybody for their jobs.
I did not know that. I had to rewatch that movie. I feel like I haven't properly seen it from the beginning.
There's the one dude who fucking that one tried to kill himself with his car exhaust or whatever, and but then he's explaining to John C. McGinley's character about what his job is, how he just sends, he's a middleman, so he doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
And then John C. McGinley's my favorite line is he's like, so what would you say you do here?
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, fuck.
He's like, I got people skills. I'm good with fucking people.
Shit.
That's a fucking classic movie.
Babo. He does that shit all the time. Here's the thing. Yeah.
What would you say? He flips his hands over like that. You do here. But he does it in the exact cadence of his fucking. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. It starred some actress that's really fucking hot.
She's the hottest woman in all these Adam Sandler movies so far. She's so good.
This was technically a Happy Madison production, so it fits in the Adam Sandler cinematic universe, which I don't think the next film that we'll discuss is at all.
I think that's just starring Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I don't think it was one of his projects at all. Which explains a lot about the movie. It's a very artsy film. But anyway, the animal it's in that same vein of raunchy silliness of the whole concept behind it is this guy gets into a car crash and gets animal parts put in him.
Well, yeah, but firstly, he's a police officer, but he's not.
But he's not.
He's a desk guy.
Yeah, he answers the phones.
He answers the phones or whatever. But I think he keeps on always trying to like audition.
Yeah, he's done it 4 times. He's tried to take the obstacle course test or whatever to like qualify to be an officer.
Like in the very fucking like scene where we get introduced to him waking up and he jogs to work or whatever. But his garage door is crazy. Like I don't get how that fucking fish tank doesn't spill.
Yeah.
It did have a glass top over it, but then I'm all like, well, then how the fuck does he feed his fish?
He just takes it off and shit, dude.
Maybe.
It's probably sealed.
I don't know. Whatever. It's literally nothing to do with the movie.
No, it's just crazy how the fucking door works.
Yeah, and you can tell that he just lives in the garage, like he's renting garage space and he lives there.
Which I didn't know was a thing until I saw this movie when I was younger. I'm like, fucking people live in garages like that, bro? Like, it's like, where's his house? How is this his house?
Yeah.
My mind couldn't conceive of how that worked.
And now you can
now I get it.
It's like, dude, people live in school buses and shit, dude. Like,
fucking whole ass van that they just outfit, put a bed in. Or some of the old Astro vans had seats that could turn into a bed and everything. Yeah. Creeper style. Fucking weird.
Dude, I could have lived in my old station wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Everything just laid down. You could lay down everything, and nice flat surface. All you
really need is the fucking flat surface. Got a backseat. You can like have a little fridge and shit in your fucking car battery if you keep up with your car.
I used to call her the love machine.
Bro, I had a weird ass dream the other night. I ain't get into that. I was living with mom and pops, and some girl came over and like parked all the way in the back by the garage and started honking the horn. I woke up like, oh fuck. And I went downstairs and my mom was like, oh, you need to tell that girl. I'm like, I mean, she's just here for some dick. And I went out and sat in the car with her. Oh, it was wild. But we didn't do anything. I woke up before that could happen. It was just a strange dream. Anyway, this guy's living in his garage.
You woke up before imaginary sex happened.
This is like
God
the
damn
first
it.
time that's happened. I don't really have
that's your life.
It is. Can't even get laid in my dreams, man.
So but then we see him at work and he's just getting his ass beat by all these little kids.
The first thing is just getting jumped by these kids, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking they start tagging his fucking chest.
They spray paint loose.
And then you're like, oh shit, the saving grace.
John C. McKinley comes in and he's all like, what the hell's going on here?
Hey, give me that. Takes the fucking spray can. You're missing an arm.
You're missing an arm.
Shitting on him. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Like, how do you get that bad? How do you
I bet his character in this movie. Wait, when did this come out? 2002?
2001.
2001. Yeah, 2001. When did Scrubs come out?
Ooh, that's a great question. I feel like he always plays the same character, but in a different.
That's normal size.
He's the same character, but in different jobs. In every movie he's in.
TV show, duh. (2001).
Okay,
same year.
Same year.
So he was already cast in the show before the fucking. He was doing both these at the same time.
Yeah, he was doing them at the same time. Yeah. Because the movie usually is done a year or two before it comes out.
Yeah.
You know,
it takes a while to film a movie.
Yeah. And then and then when it comes out in theaters, it's usually already been out for a while, or it's already been made for a while.
I've acted in plays and shit. It takes us like 2 months to rehearse and get everything because first we're just like before a set's even built, we're running lines and fucking making sure we know all that.
Yeah.
And then when there's like sometimes there's still not a set built, but we'll have access to a stage, so we can just still use the stage space to figure out how we interact with each other.
Things that
with everything, like from beginning rehearsals all the way till like the day before show, it's usually about like 2 months.
Okay.
So and then movies are much bigger, you also got a lot more people working on it and whatever. So I think. I'd give a movie about like maybe like 3 to 6 months to fucking film or whatever, like most of everything, and then the editors, whatever, get to their work or whatever, and then possibly add on an extra month or two for possible callbacks for stuff they need to refilm
for a movie
or
like
whatever.
This, sure, yeah.
Not a movie like The Animal, no. But
I would say, like, I would feel like it's maybe it's a little bit faster, but I feel like most like big movies, just in these size movies, not like Hobbit and like Lord of the Rings, but like generally movies that are like more than an hour and 45 minutes. You're getting close to the year mark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hour and a half, maybe 3 to 6 months.
Infinity Game probably took a long
Infinity
time.
War, yeah.
No, I'm talking about all the whole package. So they filmed it in one, like, or they filmed it all together.
Okay.
So when Infinity
yes.
War was done, Endgame was also done, or they were fucking doing more final tweaks to it because they had more time to do it because it wasn't coming out until the next year.
Right.
But they were both basically done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. These movies, did come out back to back to back to back. Even the not the offshoots, but the tie-ins and everything, character backstory and all that shit. Yeah. Same thing. Like everything was kind of filmed in sequence, so they all fit together. Besides the ones that came out like fucking years, but beforehand. Like Iron Man shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's fair. But yeah, this is short but sweet. It was good. The editing was fucking good.
Yeah. So like
he's just getting shit on. And you're like, so you get the idea from that, just that, like the kind of character he's playing, and like how just shit luck he has.
There's this scene where he's alone in the office because all the police are at the softball game.
This is after. Yeah. This is what starts it. So no, before that though, he's taking the test.
Where you find out he pees his pants when he's under pressure.
And this guy was like, "Yo, the guy that peed your pants." Like, I mean, bro, calling him out hard. And he's like, at least no one remembers all they remember. But like, and he fails again for the 4th time. What's good, homie? How you doing? Yo. My spots are going solid.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, man.
You get like more and more fucking white, dude, every time.
Yeah. Can't help it.
Jesus
I don't know how to make it stop. I haven't really looked into it because I don't have insurance.
There is. Is there? I didn't think there was a way. I thought
there's things these days, but not much because it's not harmful. So it just gets put on the back burner.
The sun is like poison to you now.
Pretty much. Become a creature of the fucking night. Right? But yeah, so he goes through the thing and he fails again for the 4th time, and they're all at the bar and is just getting shit on. And after that, he's in the police department alone because they're all at the softball game. He's like trying to get somebody in, like no one's answering. There's nothing but static.
No. Like I was just talking about how his character is, because then he grabs the shotgun. Whatever.
He's having that part.
Yeah. He's having that fantasy about trying to stop a burglar.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "You stole that, blah blah blah," and then like he's like, playing the burglar too. He's all like, or nice,
but he's like, "Oh, you got a receipt? You bought that?
I don't believe you. Prove it."
Oh, you got a receipt for that?
Oh, you do?
Oh.
And then he just like puts the gun back. He's all like, "All right, have a nice day."
He's like, "Oh yeah."
So even in his own fantasy, he doesn't have it.
Doesn't have it, dude. Doesn't have that animal instinct, I guess, is what they're trying to go.
So, but even before that, dude, so like he's watching the news at one point at home after he goes home, like the first time, like.
Oh, and he's like, "Oh yeah, not the news, the infomercial." He's like, he sees the Badger Milk infomercial.
No, not the Badger Milk.
Oh, that was before that.
But there's the news, like I think it's in the same scene.
Oh,
but he sees the girl. Like talking about how she grows all these trees and blah blah blah. She does all this stuff for animals and whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, even this retarded child fucking wrote me a poem. And he's like, "Oh, she read my poem," because she's holding up the book or whatever.
Yo, I wrote a poem for you. Yo. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because
then he meets her at the bar again. He actually meets her after he farts. I thought she was the one who farted.
No, yeah, it was him. He farted in the bathroom.
And then,
yeah.
Because at first when she came, he's all like, because he was waiting for the dude to leave so we could let it rip. And then like as she came out, she's like, "Oh, I used the men's room because the women's line is so long," and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. She might have an elephant dick.
We don't know
because she went through the same sort of procedure that Rob Schneider did that we don't find out till the end.
We don't find out till the end.
But
yeah, she was the predator all along. But yeah, she might have got a fucking.
But there's a plot hole in that because someone still got a sketch footage of
him in the scene.
Unless she also has a hairy ass.
But she doesn't have that long hair though.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was long and curly, and it was his face. And,
pretty much. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was naked out there, so maybe he was by where that happened when she was doing her thing. You know what I mean? So it's like fucking, well, shit. You wouldn't happen to be a Satanist, would you? No, damn it.
Yeah. I think he always just wanted to accuse him of shit.
Yeah.
Because he was skeptical of his superpowers or something. I don't know.
Well, no, it's because he had that sketch of him fleeing the scene. You know, it was like trying to be subtle with like, real nasty stuff.
Oh, that was the same scene. It was. Yeah. I thought there was a preview. What you want to? Damn it.
No, it was well, he talked to him before, and he's like, "Yeah, no, you could do good on the test, and you could do good on the test." Fucking.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man. So yeah, he meets the
and then he's so nervous. He's grabbing all the paper towels and fucking. He's and she's like, "Oh, I can see you're doing a good job for the." He's like, "Oh fuck," because he's really like a huge fan of this girl, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's like,
"I wrote you a poem."
Yeah,
hey, bro. But he screws it up. But does he screw it up? No, he doesn't. Because
then he runs into her later when she's walking dogs after he gets his superpowers, and she's like, "Whoa."
Well, was that before?
No.
Or after he was doing the ride along?
That was before. Because then she knew who he was or whatever. Like, that he actually got to chat with her.
Right.
And then she's walking the dogs again later with the ride along with John C. McKinley.
And he's like, "Yo, watch this," and fucking fails.
Yeah.
And Rob Snyder's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here because like."
Because she's all like, "No, I'm going on a date with fucking Rob Schneider." Marv, what's his name? Marv Mange?
Marvin Mange, yeah.
Marv Mange.
What a name.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to date with Marvin."
Because when John C. McKinley was calling him Mange, I thought he was calling him Mage, like short for Major. And I was like, damn, he got promoted to Major?
Yeah. No, his last name is Mange. Like a mangy fucking mud. That's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Fucking mangy ass. No. But, yeah, so what happens is Rob Schneider's all alone. He does the shotgun thing.
And
then he gets the call that this place is being robbed, and he's trying to get somebody on dispatch to go, like, handle that shit. But they're all out of the fucking softball game.
Yeah, no one's answering them. Yeah, no one's answering.
He's like, fuck it, I guess it's my time to shine. And he fucking grabs a fucking bag, grabs some guns and shit, and he stuffs it in his car, which is not a police car, and fucking takes off.
He's in his car.
He's in his car.
Yeah.
Takes off. Goes around the sharp corner and fucking just, there's no guardrail or anything, and he flips over, goes down, and they do that comedic thing where it falls a little bit, stops, and it's like,
you get stopped by a tree, and you're like, all right, cool.
And he's like, that wasn't so bad. And then
this shit tumbles for like fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's like a good solid 5 minutes. This fucking car's just fucking tumbling.
They really drive in the point that he's fucked up, but it finally lands at the bottom, and he's still alive and fine. But I think his leg isn't up by his face yet. He's like, oh shit. He's kind of
because then the boulder comes.
Out of nowhere. A fucking cartoon comedic boulder just fucking boom. Rocks fall, face it. It's like, god damn.
No, I think he is. Like, we see him fine, and then it cuts back, and then the boulder falls, and then we're like, oh, well, fuck, he's dead.
Yeah,
but then you see the Sasquatch pulling him out of the fucking wreckage.
Yep. I'm like, oh, shit.
And then we cut to him kind of waking up while he's under the procedures with all these animal doctors.
Yeah. And he's like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
And then he wakes up at home.
At his car. He wakes up at it next to his car, dude.
And his car's fixed?
No, his car is totaled. Oh. He just wakes up, like, he's like laying outside of his car.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right, yeah. And he fucking gets home and he's got this case of badger milk. Yo, guys of the fan, what's up, bro? And he takes it inside, and we don't know how long at this point he's been out.
We know he's been gone for a week because the coworker that was trying to cover for him, by saying he's a fucking raging alcoholic, and he just
disappears for
days on end.
Like, goddamn, like, thanks, bro. Like, this is really what you should have said to him. I'm trying to be a police officer, but I'm also a raging drunk.
Jesus Christ,
good shit. Makes me. I think you said it just to make it seem like you're more manly or some stupid shit like that.
Like, fucking stupid.
That's
like, I never want you to cover for me, bro.
No, never. Don't do it. Just say I don't know. Just say I don't know.
Yeah. So, but he ordered the badger milk at least 10 days ago, or maybe 11 days ago.
Right.
And we don't know when it arrived to his door. We just know he gets home and he has the badger milk.
He probably put it on 2-day. You know what I mean? So it got there as fast as possible. And it happened.
I don't know, man. That's 2001, though, man. It's fucking...
You don't think there was express shipping and all that?
There was, but that shit was fucking a lot more pricey than it, like...
Okay, yeah. Well, he really wanted that badger milk. He got a case of that shit.
He did. He got a whole fucking case.
So maybe they could have had a deal like, yo.
Yeah, if you buy this, it's this much. It's free shipping for, like some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
We don't know. But when he takes it in, that's some weird shit. Takes it in.
Clicking on that Twitch comment.
And he goes to open it. He's like, oh, fuck, my badger milk came. And he goes and pulls it in the glass. And this shit is thick. It's like
cream cheese.
It's basically cream fucking cheese.
It's like warm cream cheese.
And he drinks it. He's like,
that's good badger milk.
Then he goes into work. Oh, that scene was so gross. Like, bro, that shit is curdled. It's bad. What do you mean? Sitting outside in the hot sun because they're in California, right? Yeah.
Are they?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know.
It's sunny as fuck though.
Yeah, it was the weather was always nice. Yeah.
And she was just stewing. So yeah, he goes to work. After we don't know that he has superpowers. He gets fired, doesn't he? Or something, he gets suspended or some shit like that. I can't remember. Either way, he's late. They chew him out. He ends up going to see his black friend at the airport. And the entire movie, this dude...
You have to say his black friend because he makes a whole big deal about being black, but in like the most retarded fucking ways.
Yes. Look at this. I'm black, so they don't fuck... It's reverse racism.
He's smoking a cigarette and shit, and he's like, you're not even allowed to smoke at airports because he works at the airport.
Right.
As like a security... fucking
he's a security guard. Like, you're not supposed to smoke in the airport, but because I'm black, they just let me get away with it. What type of bullshit is that? Watch. Was it like some dude's face that's going through? And he's like, wait a minute, I got a fucking man. It's like, wait, no, not before checking with his wand, you not.
It's like at the end when he fucking tries to fucking say that he was the beast.
Oh yeah, he's like, wait, I'm the beast.
And then they're all like, oh, well, fuck, dude, yeah, we're not going to kill him. Yeah. Norm Macdonald fucking breaks the fucking, joke or whatever.
Part of a mob that
kills a black guy. We already got the joke, Norm. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure, on rehearsals and fucking everything, like Norm just always just wanted to fucking just throw that shit in, and they just let him. That eventually they're like, fucking fine, because
fucking fine.
Like Norm is a fucking but he's a special fucking breed of fucking human.
Oh yeah, What do you think? What do you say if we get separated from the mob? Is there like a meeting place where we can meet up? Maybe we should split into 2 mobs, and mobs can like meet up again. Fucking yeah, Norm Macdonald's a fucking dude.
Dude, like even just like
everything. He's funny as fuck, dude.
He's a special breed of human, dude. Like he'll do stand up and like tell like old like grandfather fucking jokes and shit, dude. Like and fucking crush it.
Wow. But it's because Norm Macdonald fans are Norm Macdonald fans. Yeah. I didn't know exactly what they're getting into. I feel like, yeah. They have to. I don't think you go into a Norm Macdonald set not understanding what the fuck Norm Macdonald is. Or maybe you do.
But like out in like LA and shit, dude, they have these weird ass open mics. Open mics like I go to, they like you'll see me at like we get like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. They do these open mics at like the fucking Laugh Factory or whatever, out there. Like there's Laugh Factories all over the country, but like the one out there, like they'll like if a known person comes out and signs up for the open mic, dude, they just let them fucking ride, dude. Like yeah.
I remember this one said.
So there's that shit that you might fucking walk into like that.
Yeah, so some shit like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I wouldn't mind something like that. Fuck, dude. If I lived somewhere where comedians like congregated, like comedians can be like famous ones
for sure,
because they go there to test shit out and whatnot. You know what I mean? So
that's what it's us like going to the gym,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That's how they get them workouts in, get mind workouts. Anyway, Norm Macdonald's a fucking character, bro, and but man, he's in the airport. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" Smells the heroin in this fucking guy's ass. The same guy that like got wanted by his black friend.
Yeah.
And like becomes a star. The police are like, "You'll be hearing from us." And it's like, "Oh shit." And then this crazy scientist guy is like, "Yo, you drawing too much attention to yourself. We can't be having this shit. Like, you ain't human no more, my guy. Like, you gotta stay here." And Rob Snyder's like, "Nah, bro. I'm a fucking man. It doesn't work that way. I gotta try this out." And he, does his thing. And there's like, was there a montage of him like being a badass essentially, or did it go straight into Dr. Cox?
Well, they got impressed by him able to fucking smell the heroin or whatever, and then I think Dr. Cox was onto him a little bit because then there was that break-in at the meat place, whatever, because it was Rob Schneider that fucking broke it because he had an urge in the middle of the night, those animalistic urges he has now because he's got the animal fucking parts built in his body.
Yeah, so we find out that he's been having crazy dreams and he wakes up in weird spots, almost like he's a werewolf, but he's not. So yeah, he realizes like, oh, my ears aren't dirty. Look, this is my doing. I need to fly under the radar.
Yeah, like he has a fat ass belly, and fucking John C. McKinley sees him like fleeing seeing like he's like chasing after the perp or something. Like that's what he thinks.
That's what he thinks, right?
Yeah,
but he's not sure.
But I also think he's kind of sus.
Yeah, definitely sus.
Or sus of.
He's sus of Rob Schneider.
Yeah. So then he goes back to dude or whatever so he can figure out what's going on with him again. Or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, you need to fucking satisfy your fucking hunger and blah, blah, blah. Because you're... So then he gives him like this whole fucking... First he runs him on the fucking treadmill so he can lose his fucking gut that he gained overnight. And then fucking he gives him this whole like smorgasbord of fucking like deliciously cooked fucking meat. And he's all like, yeah, here you go. This will satisfy you, like it's all, like I got your back, bro.
Got you.
Like there was like a whole like extended picnic table full of fucking and like, all that shit.
Kudos to that fucking bad scientist. Like that's money right there,
dude. Honestly, but he's probably hunting that shit, dude. Probably. So like, yeah,
he's got a whole horde of animals.
Yeah, he's probably got a whole fucking like freezer down like some bunker, dude, full of fucking this shit hanging up for Rocky the Box.
He's been waiting for a special friend this whole time.
Yeah,
and he gets one at the end of the movie, but before then, like here we have Rob Schneider
And we also see that he's done his own experiments on himself because we see his foot and he's growing like talons.
Yeah.
And his like on his toes and shit. So like he's done.
So he had to do some shit for himself, which I think I don't want to say most scientists do, but like, because there are some reports of scientists that are like, nah, I didn't really have anyone to test it on or do anything, so I just did it to myself.
Yeah, that's as you should.
I mean, you know what I mean? For anything like this, like, yeah.
Unless you're like trying to develop a poison, don't test it on yourself. But
right. Yeah.
If you're trying to work on like a cure for something, like, but if I guess if you don't have it, you won't know if it works.
Right. So it's other things that you test on yourself to see, the effects and everything like that. And but so yeah. He did good science. I don't have anyone tested on, so I'll do it to me. Well, it worked on me. Well, let me see if there's anybody that needs help. Oh, fuck, these people got fucked up. Let's try and save them. And
did we ever find out what happened to girl? We just know that she had it done. And okay.
No, I don't think we ever got that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
So that's why I also think the doctor was like the Sasquatch that pulled him out of the fucking car and brought him there.
Probably.
He has to I think he can fully transform.
It's possible. I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to transform into Sasquatch form to have the strength to fucking drag a fucking
person,
body, especially a dead weight body, which is a lot heavier than when they're which doesn't make sense. But
no, it's the same weight. Yeah, I don't know why dead weight feels so much heavier, dude. Yeah. It's so weird. Like 150-pound dead weight fucking mannequin that I had to drag for the fire department was fucking.
Maybe because if you're not just in dead weight or whatever, you can actually assist.
Right, you're unconsciously assisting whoever's picking you
up. Yeah, like you can
you're trying to make yourself lighter in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like you're distributing your weight.
Yeah.
In a way that's more beneficial. Right. As opposed to dead weight where you're just fucking getting
You have to figure it out. Yeah.
That makes sense. So, he fucking gets in an accident. It's all fucking good. Dr. Cox is sus. He meets the girl while he's with Dr. Cox. They go on the date. And
she's like, you're riding along with me. He's like, and then, he just sees her walking the dog. He's like, look, oh, dude, watch this. I'll show you how it's done.
Game, bro. Spin some game.
And she was not going at all, dude. She's like, no, I already have a date with Marv, actually. And so then he had to make up some shit because he was just thrown in the spot.
Yeah.
But she also knew the dude was going to get pissed about it. So she just wanted to fucking, she could probably tell the dude would get pissed about fucking, because she knows Marv's a weird dude. She's fucking met him a couple times. She's not like,
yeah. Didn't matter though. He still got it in.
Yeah.
Not that first night. They went on the date.
They go on the date. They
literally went on the date.
They went on the date, dude. And he licks her face, and she was still going.
Yeah, she was like, "That's either the sweetest or the grossest thing anyone's ever done for me." And he's like, "Well, all right." She's into it, dude. Like, so he went to the bathroom to masturbate like that many times.
But like, it makes no sense why she's into it until like at the end of the movie, though. Because he goes in the bathroom to masturbate, and he's making animal noises.
Yeah, like everybody can hear that.
Everybody can hear. So she's like, she knows. She knows.
She knows.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she knew the entire time. We should know who and what she was.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she knew.
Or no, yeah, she knew. Like I don't know if she knew at first.
Maybe not at first, but she figured it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the dogs and everything. So at some point she had figured it out. And then the one waiter was like all over her. Fucking some Italian dude. Throwback to fucking Deuce Bigelow. He was trying to get in.
Was that the same waiter in Deuce Bigelow?
No.
Okay.
No, it was just like he was being real gigolo-ish in that scene. Like he's touching all over and fucking being all suave and shit.
Yeah, dude. They started speaking Italian to each other and shit, dude. Like,
I'm like, well, fuck. What do you do in that situation? And Rob Schneider did, I think, what most guys think about when they're like, fuck, this dude's trying to move in on my. What the fuck?
He went to the bathroom and masturbated again.
No, he fucking speared the guy into a fucking trash can. Because dude was like, after the last time, he was like, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette after he got her number and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he fucked him up. And she was like, "What happened to that waiter guy?" She fucking knew.
She's like, I don't know, dude. Fuck that guy.
And Rob Schneider like pissed on her fucking chair. She's like, "It doesn't smell musty in here."
He kept on knocking over all his fucking vegetables because he's like, fuck this shit, dude.
Yeah.
But Bubsy loves carrots, dude. Like, I saw, like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, you like carrots?
He loves them.
What's up, man? What you doing? Dog pig session. All right.
Jesus. All right, go eat that bone, dude.
It's like, you called my name. I'm here to get the attention. Pisses on the chair. It's musky, so it's not really pee. It's marking his territory.
Yeah.
Fucking craziness. And they get back to her place. She's like, "You want to come inside?" He's like, "I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't want to attack you." She's like, "Oh, thanks for being honest, at least."
Yeah.
And they go about their business. And I think after that, he wakes up in the field, and that's when he gets like suspended because dude's like,
because he was trying to fuck that goat at that one point.
Oh yeah, he was trying to fuck that goat. That was before the date, I'm pretty sure.
That was before the date.
Yeah.
He was trying to fuck that goat.
Trying to fuck that goat in the mailbox, man. The fucking innuendo in that movie. Well, there's no innuendo. That was straight up like a horny animal, bro. I mean, she's in heat, eh? Yeah, I gotta keep her away.
Dude,
from
he's
all
basically
those.
going through like second puberty.
Mm-hmm.
In like a rapid fucking rate.
Animal puberty, bro. Shit is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you can tell.
Yeah.
When all the women of your fucking whatever are ready to mate, and he's just like.
Yeah. He can smell it. Yeah, he's just fucking going nuts.
I hate that, dude. I would hate that.
What is
I'm already a sick bastard.
Right? If you have a game to go,
I'd have to like meditate
like,
fucking constantly to like home.
But see, if you had the game and the pheromones to go with that, I think it would work out. You'd just be getting laid all the time, but then you wouldn't get anything done because you're just fucking.
Oh, that's fine, dude.
Yeah. If it works like that, I don't fucking know.
You get yourself a sugar mama, dude.
Oh man,
you're set.
You're set. One day, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's going through second puberty and fucking. But after the date, he wakes up in the field, and that's where the captain gets the sketch of basically Rob Schneider running away from the scene naked.
Yeah.
From the fucking farmer. Like
he's like, cows. We got to investigate this, but
yeah,
for right now, you're suspended for now. So he has old girl stay the night.
No, he doesn't. He's like, you gotta go. You can't be here. She's like, no, you can't turn yourself away. Are you building a beaver dam? What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna stay with you.
Yes, but he's like, anywhere. You gotta put these handcuffs on me then. If I fucking
right.
You gotta tie me up. So like she thinks she's talking about some kinky shit. He's like, no, you gotta tie me up.
No, I'm serious.
And then they have fucking he blacks out and they have wild animal sex. It's like she can control her powers. He can't really.
He can't. Like, and it just
or at least not at night when he's asleep.
Right.
Because during the day he's a boss, dude. Like,
right. Well, he's barely in control when he's awake at this point.
Well, no, because he can run faster than horses and fucking cars. Like, because John C. McKinley was chasing them at like 60 miles an hour in that fucking truck.
Right. And he takes off.
Yeah, and then he leaps over that fucking whatever that deep ass trench, I guess it is.
Yeah, the ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah. He jumps over that.
Yeah, he just leaps over that shit with ease. So like he has control like during the day when he's awake, whatever.
The control like that, yeah.
Right. Like not like with his sexual urges and stuff. That's just some funny whatever.
Yeah. And his hunger and all that shit. It's kind of weird. So yeah.
But when we're at the superhero version of him, dude, like he's got it down, dude. Right. Like he can totally be a police.
Wait, does he go to the doctor? He goes to the doctor first. And he's like, nah, I can't sit here and do this. Because the doctor's like, no, you can just stay here with me forever. Like, I can even help with your sexual urges. And he's like,
oh, because then he has the fucking chimpanzee dressed all fucking.
And she's like, yeah?
Lifting up its skirt and shit. Yeah.
All right. It was like, oh, it's horrible.
It was funny when he was meeting the girl at her job or whatever, and like that orangutan was just like
fucking him up.
They were whooping his ass.
Yeah, they were fucking each other up, dude. That was
and
hilarious.
She's like not even paying attention. She's just like playing with her birds and shit, dude. And she's just like gabbing on and on and on about fucking birds are so cool.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why she is the way she was. Maybe she had bird parts.
Maybe
some raptor parts. Yeah.
But why would she kill cows?
Because she's big enough to fucking kill cows. I mean, I'm pretty sure if an eagle was big enough, he'd snatch one of those fucking things up, man. Like, I'm pretty sure they would. They'd snatch just about anything up if they can. If they're big enough and they think they can, yeah, man. Baby deers and shit, man. Birds ain't no joke. But neither are big cats. Or small cats. Wild cats.
Yeah, dude, fucking just like a mountain lion, dude, is like the size of like Aries, dude. You don't want to fuck with that.
No. Oh, they're fucking freaky, dude. Like they'll fucking if you turn your back on them, they'll get you. But if you face them, they're like, all right, he sees me. Like I'm not doing nothing. I'm just hidden here, just minding my own business.
Yeah.
As soon as you turn your back, got you. But
no, so he builds a beaver dam.
She stays the night,
and she stays the night. Like, and then all the police just swarm in on his garage. He escapes out the window
because like he had another weird dream, but like they were fucking. But someone else again got some shit fucked up. So which is why
they might have went out together.
They might have,
yeah.
Because she's just like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. Like I'm not panicking at all. And he's just like, oh fuck, I gotta go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He started probably like waking up or whatever, and she's all like, so they probably went out together that night.
Yeah, makes sense. And she stayed, and they opened the door, and we know they saw her there, and none of them had the wherewithal to be like, wait a minute, are we sure it's him? Because it seems like he was getting in last night. Like what the fuck? That was irrelevant.
No, because they were after him from the night from when the cows got murdered and they got the sketch footage. They were after him from that. They weren't after him from whatever.
Well, it was from whatever it was that and whatever had happened again.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yo, like, we got to stop this because we've already got an eyewitness. Like, he's going to keep doing this, so let's stop him. But he was getting laid, bro. He was getting laid. And he runs away. John C. Clark. McGinley.
John C. McKinley.
McGinley. Michael Clark Duncan. Chases after him, keeps up with him for a minute until they go into this house, and like he jumps out the window and starts jumping over the fucking fences and the bushes and everything. And John C. McGinley's like, "What the fuck, bro? Like I can't keep up with that." And then we get to the forest where they're
he crashes into a stump though, and so he tries to chase him. He tries to jump over the fucking trench, and he doesn't make it. Fucking Rob Schneider saves him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Boom.
And even then, it don't matter. He's guilty.
Yeah.
So they go after him, but they did a really good job because we still don't know that old girl is the other person that's like Rob Schneider. Like at all. This is Scrubs. I was looking for a name. Neil Flynn. But so what they do is like they have their group meeting, and he has his two homies that are there trying to find him too, but to find him to protect them. Old girl is there to find him and protect him, but everyone else is trying to kill this guy on site. And fucking so it cuts to each of them respectively.
Colleen Haskell, Rihanna.
Colleen Haskell. Nice. So it cuts to the two friends, the black friend and the white guy. It's kind of chunky, and he's like, "Yo, I gotta eat." And he's like, "Bro, you just ate like before we got out here. Like, what do you?" He's like, "No, I have to eat." And it gets all like creepy, weird. Like, oh shit, is he the fucking extra person that's actually been doing all this shit? And it cuts away to old girl.
She's only been in 3 things.
Yeah, she's not really.
She's been in whatever this is. Maybe It's Me, and then that 70s show for maybe like 1 episode. And then she's been in like on talk shows and like Survivor and yeah, so she was a character on, like, not a character, but she's
on Survivor.
She was on Survivor, dude, like a few times.
A bunch of times, yeah.
But other than that, dude, like, and then a bunch of talk shows. Maybe for just being badass on Survivor, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because yeah, this was before she was in. Well, these weren't, but
that was
all these were before she was in. So they got her to fucking be in this movie.
Right.
And then that 70s show was all like, oh, she was good in that movie. Let's get her for an episode. Fucking throw her in, dude. Like, maybe Eric fucking like falls in love with her and then Donna gets mad. You know, like, let's do an episode.
So it's probably what's her name gets mad, Mila Kunis or something.
Oh yeah, it could be something like that. And then you put her in this show, dude. Maybe it's me.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
Either way, so they do that a couple times where they try to play it as like someone else is the other monster that's not Rob Schneider, and it's not until John C. McGinley basically has Rob Schneider like dead to rights.
They're like all cornered him, ready to kill him and shit. Yeah,
and everyone's ready to fucking go, and then she like.
No, the black guy saves the day.
Well, like, no, we see her like with the eyes and everything.
Oh yeah. Because she
saves them, but then the crowd gets to them, and the black guy's like, no, the monster is me. So do what you gotta do. Yeah, basically.
And they don't want to kill him.
And they don't want to kill him because he's a black guy, and they're like, oh, fuck this, like, yeah, better things to do.
Yeah,
and which is so like. Anticlimactic, but it works.
And then it cuts to like a year later when the Rob Schneider and an old girl are raising beast children.
Yep, with hairy butts. And the doctor's on TV. He's like, I owe all my success because he wins the Nobel Prize to my lovely wife. And it's the fucking girl from the Badger Milk infomercial. Like, yeah. He's like, oh, I guess there's someone for everyone. Like, yeah, bro. Like, fucking, it's hilarious. But I'll give it a 6.5 out of fucking 10.
Will you give Adam Sandler's performance?
Oh, Adam Sandler. We didn't even get that because he's in the crowd and he does what Rob Schneider does.
You can do it.
Cut his fucking head off. You can do it. Yeah. It was great.
I give it, like a 10. You give it a 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. 100%. Because I like the whole, they reversed that role.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
And then when the black guy says, like, oh, I was the beast, he's like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Got it. And he fucking dips. Yeah, it was great.
Before we talk about this next movie, I got to use the restroom.
We'll be back after these messages.
Well, you got to use it too?
No.
Oh. I was saying we can sword fight.
No sword fight. But, it was a good movie. Feel good movie. Family fun. Not really family fun because it's very adult themed. There's a lot going on where it's like, yeah, it's really raunchy. But that's just the kind of comedy it is. But it's not like crass, which is good. Yeah, it's funny when it needs to be funny, but it's kind of cringy in some places. Because it's just like looking back at it, like watching it now as opposed to back then. Like, oh shit, that's fucking intense. Like him getting the shit kicked out of him by those kids and everything like that. You just realize like the type of character that he is, but he has that whole growth throughout the entire thing. So Rob Schneider did a good job. Adam Sandler was fucking perfect. Like he had like a couple of lines, and that was it. And it was fucking spot on. So yeah. Man. 7 out of 10. I'll give it a solid 7. Because it did what it was supposed to do, and it was only an hour and 15 minutes. So they didn't waste time or anything. And so yeah, it was good. And then Punch Drunk Love. I'll wait till he gets back, which he's coming back right now. And we'll get it going.
Are you telling them personal stories about your sexuality?
No.
Oh. Well.
Damn it. I might not have any sexuality.
Are you asexual?
Oh, I guess so, man.
You just guess. You're technically an incel.
No. Involuntary celibate? No, because they blame women for them not getting laid, dude.
No, but I'm talking about by what both of those words mean.
Involuntary celibate.
Yeah. No.
That's what the word means.
Yeah. No. That you're sexually active. You're going at it.
I'm just not lucky when it comes.
But you just don't. You're not a nice guy. So that's people started calling nice guys incels.
Right.
When.
Right, yeah.
So I'm going by like what the
definition,
dictionary definition.
Yeah.
Because you got game and you're sexy.
It's just there's just something happens when it gets to that point, man.
I'll tell you something off camera that might be the fucking thing.
Okay.
But
okay. All right. Anyway, Punch Drunk Love.
Actually, you could take Adam Sandler's character in this movie, for example.
Yeah, okay. He's a
weirdo.
He's kind of weird.
But you find out why he's a weirdo every time he has to interact with his sisters.
He's got 7 sisters.
He's got 7 sisters, and they're all fucking, like, mean as hell to him.
But they're siblings. But they're all girls, and they're all turning.
And they always just rag on him. Like, it's like all 7 of them just team up on him.
They do. And so it compounds, and so you see that like after years why he's so weird.
Yeah, and he he tries to avoid them. Like he's at work and they're calling he's like, you're coming to the party tonight. Like he's trying to avoid the calls and like do his job selling plungers, whatever the fuck he does.
Yeah, whatever. I think he sells plungers to like hotels and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Because he was talking about the good Las Vegas deal and fucking like.
The Nevada deal. Yeah, Las Vegas deal. And fucking the Ramada Inn. You know that guy and fucking, yeah.
Well, because they had the fancy ones for like with the dice and shit on them and whatever dumb shit. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that goes on in the background of this movie that you have to pay attention to.
And the score is fucking outrageous, dude. It's fucking outrageous.
So like, the movie opens up with like Adam Sandler's just on the phone with a dude.
Yeah.
Like. And this is how you can tell he's just a weird dude. Because, like, when they're just closing out the deal, he's all like, oh, yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow, whatever, so I can finalize some shit, whatever. He's all like, well, you got my home number, right?
You just call me.
He's like, why? He was like, why?
Well, I mean, in case I'm not around, you just fucking call me whatever. He's like, nah, I think I'll just call you back at 1.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
he's like because of time difference and whatever, you know, if I'm not at the office, whatever. But you already know he gets to the office early as fuck,
dude. It's like 5 a.m.
The dude that works for him isn't even because like apparently he runs the business, whatever.
Right. We don't know that he runs the business. Like when we see him, he's
because he was lying to the call girl a lot. Like he's like he had a girlfriend and then whatever dumb shit. But it does seem like he is the boss, though, because he can just, like, take off whenever he wants or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, I'm running to Hawaii. Oh, I'm running to Iowa. Or Utah. Yeah,
he doesn't tell anybody about running to Utah. He just fucking does it.
No, he's like, I'm gonna run. There's one scene where he's like, I'm running to Utah. I'll be right back. Whatever.
Okay, I missed that scene. Yeah, no, that's fair. But no, like it's fucking. It's weird at first. It kind of sets the tone of the movie. You don't realize
because he goes outside. You can still it's still early as fuck. So it's dark out. Like I thought it makes you think that he's like it's like the end of the day.
Right. No, it's at the fucking.
And he's just like he goes his like steps out because he works in a giant like storage facility that like most people rent out for
for whatever.
Like either like the place next door does it for an auto shop.
Right.
And then, like the place we work for does it for staging equipment, or whatever. And so he has a little whole office space set up and shit in there. Yeah. So he steps out into off the lot or whatever, and immediately you just see a fucking car just like flipping over.
But the car, like,
and you can see wreckage on that street throughout the whole movie too, from that fucking.
But we never see any police or fire trucks or anything.
Yeah. And then a van comes by and just drops off a fucking...
No, it was a truck.
A truck?
Yeah, it was a little
truck. What did she call it? A harmonophone
or something.
A harmonophone? It's a little piano. It's got to be light because Adam Sandler was able to pick it up and
So they drop it off in the street at the edge of the drive that goes into all these storage spaces.
Yeah, so it's going to be like... So it's kind of crazy how old girl was able to drive her car in.
She drives right by it.
Yeah.
And like at first, you're not sure if either of those things were real because it's so early in the morning. The car flips and wrecks. The truck stops.
Well, now it's daylight now because he's out drinking his coffee or whatever. Yeah. It's daylight now, so like maybe like an hour went by.
At first, they drop it off.
Yeah.
And then he comes back outside and he's like, "No,
yeah, he doesn't steal it till he doesn't steal it. I think like so like when we first see him at work or whatever, it's probably like maybe like 5 a.m.
Right.
And then I think when old girl comes by, it's like 7 a.m.
Yeah. 7.
Because so when he sees the wreckage or whatever, it's right around like 6:30.
Right.
Or like no 5:30, 5:30, 5:45, whatever. And then he's
the sun's coming up.
So then he's at work chilling that we don't see. And then old girl rolls up with her car at 7 because she's like, "Oh, the mechanic said they open at 7, maybe 6:55."
Right. They said they open up at 8, and they're not open.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, they don't open till 8." She's like, "Oh, I thought it was 7 or whatever." We find out later she was making the whole thing up about her car needed work or whatever because she wanted to meet him or whatever.
Yep.
But dude, this movie is super cute once it like gets to.
It's weird, but it's cute.
It's weird in the beginning, but then when everything like wraps up and you're like, oh wow, this is like really cute how it happened. Like he gets the Hawaii tickets and
he's like fucking. So the reason he's on the phone in the very beginning, he makes 2 calls. He has that one call with the fucking company and call me back, but he's also on the phone with the fucking frequent flyer people. Like, are you fucking sure? Like, you realize that this is a really good deal? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, this is what it says. That's what it is. He's like, all right, like fucking sure, 1,000 fucking frequent flyer miles for some cheap ass shit.
Yeah, when you start scamming the fucking pudding.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And so he goes to the store and gets a whole bunch of shit after he steals the piano. And he goes to the store, he gets the lunch, frozen dinner, or the lasagna, or whatever the fuck it was. And he's like, wait a minute, this is all the healthy choice shit. So
he's like, what? He's just searching the store, dude. And he fills up his whole buggy full of pudding. Because
it's the cheapest shit.
Well, it's supposed to be 25 cents or 50 cents per fucking cup or whatever. But then he's like,
it's 25 cents per cup. But they're in packs of 4.
Per packs of 4, so he just scans this one cup,
right?
Like, or the cashier is just totally oblivious and just scans the one cup or whatever. Right. So it's like there's
so many miles he racks up.
Because I think that this was 2002, so I don't know if self checkouts were around or if they were. They were only at like very high end stores and shit, or fucking. Or big ass global chains like Walmart or some dumb shit like that.
But there were only a few here and there.
Yeah,
there weren't like a whole
so either because Oh god, I can buy so many fucking weights at the self checkout at fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of fucking weights on a dumbbell and just scan the dumbbell. Boop.
Oh
Fucking
shit!
bomb.
Yeah, that's so. Well, they know that. So yeah, he buys all the pudding and shit. So the entire movie, we just have this pudding, but he doesn't really explain it to anybody because you think he's just awkward and weird and like keeping it close to the vest. Like, I'm not gonna tell you why I bought all this pudding, but he's like, no, I don't want to let everybody know that I'm buying all this pudding because I'm scamming the fuck out of this fucking freaking flyer mile shit. But he tells the old girl. But to me, like in the beginning, I didn't know that car crash was real. And at first I wasn't sure if the piano was real until he snatched it. And
everything's real.
Like, yeah, but everything was real, I guess. And it sets the tone of the movie because, like, again, you see the wreckage, but you never see any police or fire trucks or anything that come in. And
probably all that shit happened off screen because it was a good like hour,
right,
or so where he was just probably chilling or like
right before everybody came in and everything for work and whatnot. Yeah,
because like what's weird about this movie is none of that shit is even really relevant.
No, none of it's relevant. It's just shit that happens in the background and you notice it, and it's just like it sticks with you for some reason. Like, it's
because
weird.
there's just all the weird. This is all the weird shit that happens in this fucking movie. It's because now his coworker comes in.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He's like, "Why are you wearing a suit?" He's like, "I don't know. I just bought this suit, dude. I just felt like doing something different, you know." And
his sisters keep calling him about this party because it's his sister's birthday.
Well, he's like doing a presentation for his plungers for like all these investors. Trying to sell it.
Yeah. And then like, I'm sorry. And they keep telling.
Imagine being one of those investors. Like, this is what like your boss fucking flew you out to fucking L.A. because he lives in L.A.
Yeah.
To fucking
meet this guy for fucking plungers.
Meet this dude for plungers.
He keeps getting calls from his sisters, and one dude's like, "How many sisters do you have?"
Well, like this thing about it, dude. Like hotels and casinos and whatever, they have so many fucking bathrooms, dude. Yeah. Like that is a fucking expense.
Yeah, towels, plungers, soap. We gotta get that.
He's like, we got the one with the unbreakable handle, and he fucking smacks the shit and breaks it.
All right, obviously this
was the old model. Sorry,
the old model. Sorry, we have one of the new models. Barry on line 1. Barry, line 1. Sorry, I gotta take that as my sister. So they're all bothering him, and then he has one sister that comes in and it's like, "Yo, I got this girl. She's gonna be at the party. You gotta come to the fucking party because I'm bringing this girl." And he's like,
"I know you really shouldn't.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah, don't do that."
And we're like, "Why the fuck is he just being awkward?" Like, no. Find out, no, it's not just him being fucking awkward because we get to the party.
As soon as he walks in the door, he can overhear his sisters talking about, like, remember what we used to call our brother Gay Boy?
Yeah.
He would get so mad. Fucking Gay Boy. Like, you hear Gay Boy like 100.
He's like, fuck, bro.
You hear Gay Boy like maybe like 100 times in like 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah, and he's like sitting there like, do I want to fucking go in? Fuck, I'm here. All right, let me just go outside and come back in and do the whole thing.
Then when he comes in, they're like, "Hey, we were just talking about when we used to call you Gay Boy.
Remember that?
And
he's all like ragging on him the whole time.
He's like, "No, I don't. Like, I don't." He's like, "Are you gay now?" He's like, "I don't know."
Yeah,
he's just trying to
goddamn,
like Jesus Christ! I just got here. Y'all are already on my fucking ass, dude.
Fuck, bro. And like, but he got a gift and everything, and fucking
right here.
What? You're on my shit. Oh, thank you. Okay.
No, he thinks he can sit in that chair, dude. You're gonna knock him down. That chair is not supportive of all that weight. You're a heavy guy.
You
come
huge
over here.
Fuck.
No, go get off.
Right. He's alright.
Get off, Jeramie, and come over here. Like, you can't just swim across him.
He's trying to.
Come over here. Come over here.
Go. Yeah.
No, not that way.
No. Oh my god. We're being attacked by the god of war right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, he's Yeah. That's right. Down.
Come on.
All right.
This way. Right here. Right here. Right here.
So he's just getting fucking attacked. And like he gives the gift. He talks to the one sister. He's like, yeah, she didn't come, blah, 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 blah. And we don't find out till later, the next day, that the blonde girl that he met with the car was the same girl that.
All right, because she comes to his work, whatever, to pick up the car. But actually, this was 2 days later because after the party, that's when he goes to the supermarket and buys all the fucking puddings.
Right. You're right. Okay, so at the party though, they're ragging on him and fucking just going ham, and there's so much shit going on in the background because all the sisters are talking at once.
He just breaks all the fucking patio windows.
Like, remember that time you broke the fucking window with the hammer? You threw the hammer through the window because we were calling you gay boy, blah, 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 blah. Why did you do that?
He's like, no, that didn't happen, even though we know it happened.
It fucking happened. But like, he does it again. He's like, "Oh yeah, you fucking call me gay boy again? Like this is what's gonna. I'm fucking breaking the windows again."
He punches one, kicks one, and punches another.
No, he does it with a hammer again.
Oh, that was a hammer.
Yeah,
it was like he kicked.
Fucking goes in with the hammer, bro. So he was building a doghouse. That's why he broke it with a hammer.
Yeah, because he had the hammer. Yeah.
Fucking call him gay boy, dude. He's like, after that scene, he's in the laundry room with one of the sister's husbands.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, you're a doctor. I need help. Like, I don't like myself sometimes. Sometimes I just cry. He's like, why would you break the windows? And
he's like, I'm a dentist, bro.
He's like, yeah, I'm a dentist. Like, what kind of help do you think you need? Like, I'm gonna try. Like, you need a psychiatrist? I can get you some psychiatrist help. Fuck, bro. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Don't tell my sisters that.
So obviously he tells his wife, and then all the sisters gossip with each other all day, dude. Because like,
it's like, bro, there's no privacy. There's no confidentiality. He's like, fucking shit, bro. I asked you not to say anything, but we don't see the husband again or anything like that. But he's awkward all the time. He says that, I have this problem where I start crying and I don't know why, and I just can't stop. He busts out crying right then and there.
So
and the next day he buys.
So when he's at work the next day, he's cutting out the coupons for the frequent flyer miles, whatever, and he comes across a call girl ad.
Oh, that's where. Okay, that's how he got that shit.
Yeah, he comes across the call girl ad. It's on the newspaper underneath from where he's cutting off his coupons and shit.
Okay.
So then he goes home that night and calls the call girl.
See, I thought he was calling the call girl because you're like, I need a therapist. And that didn't really work out.
No.
What call girl?
Right underneath where he was cutting the coupon, there was a call girl ad. He scoots it up. He scoots it up a little bit, and it said some shit like, "Are you ready for an intimate affair?" and some shit, and it had the number. And the gal that was on the ad kind of looked like the gal that he
ended up talking to. Yeah,
at the Georgia end or whatever. Not Georgia. It kind of looked like her right here.
Oh,
fucking. Kind of looks like her,
okay,
but just dressed up all scantily clad or whatever. Yeah. So like, and it might have been or whatever, because it was a made up ad,
right?
Obviously for the movie.
So he calls the call girl, and at first it's the most awkward, fucking cringy shit in the world.
This is the most.
I'm like, fuck, I can't watch this. He's like, calls like, this is supposed to be confidential, right? And all this, that, and the other, which is why
he's talking to the receptionist for like a long ass time because he's all like, well, it's all supposed to be confidential. Like no one's gonna know who I am. Like they're not gonna know my name,
right?
And they're like, yeah. So then she's like, well, just give me your credit card information. And he's all like, it's all confidential, right? She's like, yeah. And then she's like, give me your social security number.
Oh, I didn't hear
and
that
then
part.
So then there has a big back and forth about that part.
Yeah.
Where he's all like, well, why do you need my social security? She's like, well, it's just to confirm your credit card, blah, blah, blah. He's all like, I don't really.
He's already feeling kind of iffy about it, but he goes through.
He's like, I don't know. And so then he gives her the soch.
Yeah.
And then
big fucking mistake, but So,
and then they're like, well, we need your phone number.
Yeah.
And he's all like, why do you need my phone number? He's all like, well, because we're going to hook you up with a girl. She'll call you back. He's like, well, why can't you just connect me with her now?
Right.
She's like, well, no, that's not how it works. We gotta wait. What kind of girl are you looking for? He's like, oh, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And he's all like, and she's like, well, what do you mean? And he's all like, I just want someone to talk to. Like,
just want to get some things off my chest, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, well, fucking blah, blah, blah.
So, but anyway, we gotta fucking call you back. And he's like, all right, cool. And then the girl calls him back. We're sitting there like we're not sitting there. You're at home. I'm at home because we're watching like, oh, they're not gonna call him back. Yeah.
But they do. And she does the whole thing, hands it up. My name's Georgia. I'm a Georgia Peach.
I'm rubbing my pussy right now.
Yeah.
Are you stroking your dick? And he's like, no, I'm really not, dude. I'm just chilling, dude. Like, what's up?
Like,
you want to be pals?
Yeah. Like,
he's like, I live in LA. She's like, I know. I live in LA too.
Right.
But maybe we can meet up sometime. Like, there's all that. He's all like, I don't know.
He's like, yeah. Are you married? He's like, no. Do you got a girlfriend? Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No,
where's she at? She went out of town. That's what I like to. Like, it's so
fucking cringy, bro. And he's like,
eventually he just like, she's like talking like, oh, I'm rubbing my pussy right now, looking in the mirror, fucking blah blah blah. And he just like sets the phone down and goes to bed while she's like still talking.
Does he? I thought he sat at the kitchen table and then it cuts away to him like getting up from bed and shit like that. Because she's like, I want you to get naked and blah, 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 and I'll start doing this. And he goes over, he sits at the table while he's on the phone, and we don't know if he, like, starts...
Oh, see, I might have looked away then, so I thought he just, like, set the phone down and just, like, went to bed.
He didn't set the phone down. We don't know what he does. We don't know what he does. Because he seems like the type of character that would just set the phone down.
Exactly.
This isn't what I signed up for. All right. But apparently there was a lot more that happened. Supposedly, because she calls the next morning.
Yeah. Like, she's like, remember when I was talking about my rent and blah, 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 and money troubles? And he's all like, yeah, I remember that.
It's like, I was really wondering if you can help me out.
Yeah, and he's like, I need $750, dude.
He's like, oh. He's like, no, I can't help you. He's like, well, I haven't even told you how much I need. He's like, all right. And he's like,
but she said, like, you have money, you have your own business, and you said you're diversifying and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and he's like,
he's all like, no, I really can't afford to give you $750.
A lot of money. There's a lot of money to me. Like, no.
So then she's like, well, maybe I should call back and talk to your girlfriend. And she starts threatening him and whatever. Then he just hangs up.
Yep.
And then she's calling him at work.
Yeah, she gets his work number. Barry Egan. And he's like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this shit is supposed to be confidential. Like, how the fuck did you give her all my information? And, like, it goes from there. Because he hangs up on her a few times. Because he's at work. He has the pudding, his sister, and the blonde girl, the girl that's on the poster, show up, and they fucking, like, he's like, yo, they're like, yo, we're going to breakfast. You want to come have breakfast with us? And, like, he's like, no, I'm at work, bro. Like, what the fuck? He's like, why are you being so fucking
But he's
weird?
making up shit. Blah. Like, he's like, I got to call some dude in Toledo.
Yeah, I got to call some guy in Toledo.
He's like, remember, he's calling he's even talking to the coworker who sucks. He's like, hey, we got to call that guy in Toledo, right? He's all like, what fucking guy in Toledo?
He's really thinking hard about this shit. He's like, wait a minute, you talking about the Ramada Inn? Like, hold on. Like, fucking, yeah. And the sister, like, eventually has to go to her car to get something.
I like when the next day at work, the other dude shows up in a suit, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, fuck, you're wearing a suit?
I'm wearing a suit and shit for, like, the rest of the movie.
Yeah. It's great. Like, I was happy about that. Like, it makes it more professional. Like, all right, we're starting to get a little legit. But, like, yeah, so, like, the call girl is calling him while he's at work. His sister and the blonde girl that had the broken car that wasn't broken come in and fucking, what's his name? Oh, fuck, dude, I can never remember his name. He's, like, an eclectic side character actor. He's the Mexican guy. He's in everything.
Yeah, the
like,
coworker guy.
Toro, he's, like, in fucking everything.
Hold on.
Like, he's so fucking awesome. He seems like a really cool ass dude. Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. I hope he is. He's one of my favorite fucking people because he's just everything.
And he's always awesome. Funny as hell.
Always funny as fuck.
Luis Guzman.
Yeah, Luis Guzman.
Luis Guzman.
Or Luis, I don't know.
I think it's Luis.
I don't want to generalize like that. But yeah, like fucking Lance. Fucking Lance comes in.
This dude is always funny as hell.
He's always good. So like, yeah, he's fucking going. There's so much happening at the same time. It's fucking, the pacing is fucking wild, and the score in the background is like these fucking drums that are going fucking wild,
and he's crashing the fucking forklift.
No, like someone crashes the forklift, and fucking Lance is like, what the fuck? Well, a couple things happen. It doesn't crash at first. He's carrying, the fork is carrying some shit raised up, and it stops abruptly, and all the shit falls. And so they like, oh my god! And so they're trying to pick it all up and put it back on the pallet, and they go in and try to get it again, but it goes in too hard and it breaks it again. Like, oh,
the only reason you should be driving the forklift like that if your stack is too high and you can't see unless you have it raised up.
Unless you have it raised up, because otherwise you're getting.
But I think his stack might have been too high, so yeah, they had been.
But he wasn't watching where he was going either, because he fucked up and fucking dropped.
Well, he was whipping that bitch too. Like, he had that shit floored.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to stop abruptly. Like, oh fuck, this is the wrong way. I'm like, goddamn.
But then they're playing that fucking rapid like drum shit, dude.
So all the shit in the background, and the sister, and the phone call, and like.
But you can barely hear the dialogue.
You can,
with what's going on, because like I think it's to represent like the chaos that's in Adam Sandler's head.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
So he can't even hear what he's saying or what she's saying, and then there's all this other shit, and he notices everything. It's like his company, so he's like, "What the fuck?" You know, like. Yep. And it's just he doesn't know what his sisters has probably said about him to this girl or whatever.
He's like fucking worried as fuck, because he knows how his sisters are, but like fucking and the fucking old girl's calling, the call girl's calling, and he's like, "Fuck, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he hangs up on her again, and then fucking his sister goes to get something out of the car, and he talks to the blonde girl, whatever her name, I can't remember her name. It's probably pretty important. And like she's like, oh well, fucking, it's good seeing you, blah 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 blah. You're not gonna come to breakfast or anything? Like, no, all right. He walks her to the car, and he goes back inside, and she like goes to pick up her car. Oh, that's the other reason. She was going to pick up her car.
Yeah. Right? That's right. Yeah.
So she like fucking goes to get in the car, but she stops. She goes back in. She's like, hey, do you want to go grab dinner? Or whatever the fuck.
And he's like, yeah, dude, I'll pick you up.
He's like, yeah.
Whatever.
She's like, how about 8? He's like, yeah. I was like, I'll pick you up. It's like, all right. And then his sister comes back. She's like, I'm sorry, he's fucking weird, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why. Why don't you have breakfast with us? What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, remember that time you threw the hammer through the window? Like, what was up with that? No, she didn't say that, but like.
Well, because it comes up later.
It comes up later.
When they get dinner, because she's like, oh, your sister's told me a funny story about how you threw the hammer through the window.
Right.
And then he just instantly just storms off and beats the shit out of the bathroom.
Dude. And like, oh my fucking God. And then he's like, you're like, no one heard that in the fucking restaurant? No. But the fucking manager comes out. I was like, yo, someone just beat the shit out of the bathroom. Was that you? Because you were the last one in there. And he's
this whole exchange is probably only a minute and a half, but it's so awkward and cringy. So it feels like it's like an hour of them just going. He's like, no, I didn't beat up the bathroom. He's like, but your hand is bleeding.
He's like,
cut this on your knife, but like it's way longer than that. It's just like a whole back and forth that fucking feels like forever.
He's like, I have to ask you to leave.
There's a lot of moments in this movie that feel like forever, but I don't think the movie is really that long.
No, it's not that long at all, dude. It's not. This is so crazy.
But it's just these awkward, cringy moments. But all that shit,
they're good. They're so good.
They're good, and they feel like relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've all been in awkward, cringy moments like that to just feel like an eternity.
Yeah.
But it's probably only been just like maybe like a minute and a half of your life.
Like fucking seconds sometimes, and it just feels like forever. So. In the score, like I said, the score just
it has the fucking this chaos and and anybody who had any sort of anxious moment in their life. Just imagine, like, obviously his character's suffering through some sort of anxiety,
right?
So, like, because just with all the pressure he's been put on by his sisters.
Yep.
And so that's what that a lot of the score represents that shit fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah,
like
heavy
there's some. It's nuts. It's
fucking crazy. It sets the pace.
This move, like before I knew anything about like when I watched this movie back when it came out 2002, like we were still kids, dude. Like we were in high school, and like Mikey P had this shit on fucking DVD and whatever, and like or maybe even VHS, dude. I don't know, but he had the movie. He put it on, and like. I was like, this isn't a fucking Adam Sandler movie, dude.
It wasn't. He was just in it.
I was like, what the fuck is this movie, bro? Like,
and this is why I knew Adam Sandler was more than what we had known Adam Sandler to be in this movie. Because like he fucking like the role was pretty serious. Like it has its funny moments.
Yeah.
Like it is funny in a lot of ways, but it's also like, fuck, bro. I feel that. You know what I mean? Like it has that drama in there. It's pervasive.
I think one of the things that got him the role, because like I think this is something he had to audition for and stuff. But I think one of the things that got him the role is his passive, like with his violent tendencies, because the character does that in this movie,
right?
But it's not in the Adam Sandler way.
No, not at all. Not the yelling, not the.
Yeah, he yells once, and when at the end when he's with the fucking end boss,
yeah,
that like with all that's that shit, and he's not like
it was so good. So yeah, like fucking that shit happens in the shop. He gets the date, beats the shit out of the bathroom, and unbeknownst to us, or unbeknownst to him,
because like a normal Adam Sandler character. While he was beating the shit out of the bathroom, he'd be yelling and screaming at the bathroom too, like "You piece of shit, bathroom!"
Yeah,
like whatever, fucking dumb shit.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Even in Big Daddy, when he's a more serious character than his more previous roles, he would have been doing
the same shit.
Like even when he trips over Scuba Steve and stubs his toe, or whatever, he's like, "Damn you, Scuba Steve!"
Yeah,
blah blah blah, and like
Yep. So yeah,
it's instead of like what like I would do, and I'd be like, "God damn, son of a bitch!" and I'd kick the thing even more if I could probably hurt my foot even more, twice as much.
Stub my fucking toe, kicking it. Yeah. So here we have Barry Egan beating the shit out of bathrooms. They get told to leave. Like he tells the girl like, "Yo, I don't like this place very much. Let's fucking get out of here."
Or even when the scene when he beat the shit out of the mirror or the windows or whatever. If it was a normal Adam Sandler character, there would have been a whole exchange with the family being all like, "Well, what?" Like, even though they were like, "What the fuck, Barry?" But then it instantly cut to the laundry room scene or whatever.
A normal Adam Sandler movie
would have been like, he'd been like, "Well, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
and fuck your windows, and then he would have stormed out crying and fucking
fuck your windows. Call me gay boy, man. He would have left.
I'll show you a gay boy.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. That whole exchange would have been completely different if it was an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
So the fact that it wasn't made that much more intense because it's like he's doing this shit that he doesn't normally do.
Yeah.
Or that we've seen him do like at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fucking good, man. It's fucking great. He gets the kiss from the girl. Well, he kisses her goodnight. Because it cuts from them at the restaurant to him taking her home.
Yeah.
So
and they're sitting on her casting couch.
Right.
Because she has a couch, and how this scene was framed, it looked just like fucking casting couch.
It looked like casting couch, bro. It's in the white room, the black fucking couch. Like, all right, well, I gotta go. I should get going or whatever the fuck.
But then her apartment also looks strangely a lot like his, like not like the same like decorations or whatever, but how like the same layout or whatever.
Probably.
So I do think they use the same apartment.
Yeah, probably.
I do think they use the same apartment for those scenes or whatever. Like this, there you can see in this movie where fucking
they
scenery and budget and shit was being crunched. You can see where they save money, but also it doesn't matter. Because this movie is fucking awesome.
Yes. Excuse me. Very awesome. Very, very awesome.
Like Adam Sandler's a fucking 9 out of fucking 10 in this fucking film.
100%. Yeah, he's a 9 out of 10.
And his movies are fucking. I get the whole movie like an 8, but we're not even there yet.
No, I give it a 9.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking good because it's so awkward and so different from everything we've seen thus far.
But like, do we even touch on like how he keeps on getting all these random multiple calls from the call girl all day, every day, even when his girlfriend, when his sister and his future girlfriend or whatever trying to talk to him, he's still on the phone with the call girl.
He's getting the phone with the call girl, like that happens. And he hangs up on her, and it happens again.
And she like, keeps on calling back, and he's like trying to talk to girl while she keeps calling or whatever.
Right. And then like fucking, he's like fucking thank you, whatever, blah blah. And she's like, you know what? You just started a war. You don't even have any idea that you're gonna fucking win or something like that. And like then they send the brothers after him with fucking what's his name, dude? Fucking he's dead now. Seymour? No, not Seymour. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
That dude's so fucking good. God damn.
Such a great fucking actor, bro. Rest in peace, man.
He's in this really underrated Edward Norton fucking Rosario Dawson movie called 25th Hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, dude.
He was a Mission Impossible villain, and he was fucking perfect, man. Shit.
Yeah, dude. That 25th Hour movie. I might fucking watch it on my Discord when you leave, when I drop you off.
Damn.
I don't know. It's a good looking movie.
Damn. 25th Hour.
I let Corey's dad borrow my DVD of it, dude. I have never seen it since, dude.
It's my shit now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, damn.
Sometimes when I see him, he's like, man, I still got that DVD of yours. You want it back? I'm like, dude, I don't even care anymore, dude. Internet.
Yeah. It don't matter. So yeah, you start a war, you don't even fucking understand, blah blah.
I might have to let this dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's go.
So that happens. We cut to Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think I'm saying his name right. I'm pretty sure I am. Could be wrong though. And fucking but he's like, yo, send the brothers. We'll see if this business owner, like, we'll see what he's made of and all this and that. And fucking they get sent out. They come, like, we have his address, like, just go to his fucking house. Try there first. And we'll see what happens. And so it's after their date between Adam Sandler and Emily Watson. They have the date. He kisses her on the cheek. He gets to the lobby, and he gets a phone call. And the phone call is like, yo, it's me. I really wanted to kiss you right now. And like we see Adam Sandler like running back and forth through the hallways, trying to remember which fucking apartment she was in. And like that's so fucking relatable. If you get a call like that, if anything happens like that, bro, because that's happened to me. Like, yo, like fuck, I gotta go back. How the fuck do I get back there? Oh shit, I was just there. Why can't I remember where the fuck it was? Oh shit, I found it. Like, yo, and he knocks on the door and she opens the door and they fucking they smooch. And it's really good. And he's like, yo, I don't know what my fucking sister said, but I didn't fucking throw the thing through the window. I'm not this or whatever the fuck he says to her. And she's like, okay. She's just like, okay, I don't care. Like, she's just going. She's just fucking going. She fucking loves this guy for whatever reason. He's it for her. So she doesn't care what fucking his sisters say or have said or anything like that. Or how weird he is or his idiosyncrasies, which is why it makes this movie so fucking adorable. The entire time I'm watching it, I'm like, like which red flags should we be wary of from both of these characters? And that's just me as like an adult at this point, recognizing like some of the things that both men and women do and how they are and how that might translate into them having a relationship. Because I've done a lot of outside looking in type shit. And it's like, well, he's this way and he's whispering these things to her. So he knows how he is and whatnot. And he's being honest and upfront with her, which is very good. But it's like he still has these issues and he's trying to work through them. And she's okay with that, which is really fucking good and it's really rare. But anyway, so that happens. And then he gets back to his house and he starts taking out the trash and fucking she's like, or no, not she, but he's like throwing it out, and the fucking truck pulls up, and the truck, people in the truck like fucking snatch him, throw him in the back of the truck, and then they take off. Cut to a scene of him taking out $500. Like, yo, this is all I got. This is all I can really afford. This is all I got in my bank account right now. This is all I can take out in a day. And they're like, all right. And he's like, yo, like, I don't really understand. I thought there was an understanding. Like, whatever. And they're like, yo, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. Like, who the fuck said you could say anything about, $500 or whatever the fuck? Like, bro, we're taking this. And he fucking takes off running. And they go chasing him. And he fucking, like, the chase scene is funny as fuck. Like, bro, he's running through everything, dipping and dodging through alleyways, and man,
dude, he could have just stayed in that alleyway.
He could have just stayed in that alleyway, but he didn't. But it's fine; it works out. Because he's running on the street, and they catch up to him, like, "Yo, I don't know why you're fucking running, bro. We know where you live."
and then they just take off.
Yeah, and they just take off. And he stops running, like, "Oh, fuck, right." And so he goes home, and like. Through all of this, though, like the Emily Watson is like, "Yo, I'm going to Hawaii, maybe," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I might go to Hawaii on a business trip," and she's like, "Oh, all right, cool, maybe I'll see you there," and so that keeps happening. So after
but even that's awkward because he's like, "Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go.
Probably not gonna go though."
Like it's like. She's like, why not? It's awesome. And he's like, I don't know. It all depends on whatever happens with this deal.
Right.
He's like making shit up. Like,
as he goes, he's like trying to, But he ends up going anyway because all of this shit compounds. He's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go. And he's like, he tries to redeem the points.
Like it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks.
It's going to take 6 to 8 weeks for it to process. But you should fucking say that. Nowhere in the fine print does it say it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just do it right now? And they're like, no, we can't do that. Like, it has to take this long. And so he's like, fuck it, I'm still going to go. And he's like, yo, Lance, like, here's the thing. I'm going to go to Hawaii real quick for a thing. Like, don't tell my sisters. He was very adamant about it. And it's not telling the sisters that he's going to Hawaii. Because they go to the store again before that.
Yeah, him and Lance are just buying all the healthy choice products.
Yeah, he's like, what are we going to do with all this pudding? And he finally tells him, like, yo, no, I'm trying to get all these points and whatnot. So do you want to come with me to the store? And Lance's like, yeah, all right, fuck it. Lance is just a ride or die, bro. He's like, I'm down, bro. Whatever is going on, I'm like, I'm here. And like fucking,
he must just get paid like a really good wage where he's like, where it's steady enough to where he's all like,
fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, it's like as long as my bills are paid, like I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I'll do whatever, bro. Like, you say this is what it is, man. All right.
My boss is pretty cool.
Yeah, my boss is pretty cool. Well, he's kind of weird, but he's pretty cool. So yeah, he ends up flying to Hawaii, and he's like, "Yo, I'm here. I made it to my business trip or whatever."
No, he calls his sister first.
Oh, and he's like, "Yo, do you have her number? Like, can you tell me where she's staying?" Blah blah blah.
She's like, "Well, hey, your number? You like her? You like her?" She's just like egging him on, like,
right, why don't
like,
you tell me?
Right there in like junior high.
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why don't you just tell me what fucking number? What the fuck? Why do you treat me like I don't deserve this? I'll fucking kill you. Like, goddamn. Yeah, it's like, whoa. But like you said during the movie, like, this is years of this, like, him bottling all of this up and them treating him like this.
Yeah.
And it's finally coming out like, yo, So she caves, gives him the information he's looking for, and fucking he calls the wrong number. Or no, he calls the right number, but he gets the wrong room. There's some dude that answers.
He's like, "Oh, you got the wrong number."
Like, "Oh, you got the wrong number."
You got the wrong number, bro.
Mm-hmm. And so he calls again. He's like, "I got the wrong number. I'm looking for a what's her name?" And like he gets the right number. It's like, "Oh, you're the one. Maybe we can meet up." And blah 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 blah. And so they end up meeting up. She's like, "You got me out of my hotel room."
Yeah, she was just gonna kick it in her whole hotel the whole time.
Yeah.
Because at first, like when you first meet her, she's like, "Oh, you never been to Hawaii? It's awesome." Blah blah blah. So you think she like goes out of her shell, but no, she doesn't. She's reclusive, whatever, just like he is.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things his sisters were bitching about. It's like, you got to leave your house sometime. Like, you never like to leave your house. You're such a fucking blah blah blah.
Yeah. But fucking, they both.
He probably is just afraid to leave his house. He's gonna run into one of them and just hear
Fuck.
fucking shit because he's got 7 of them.
7. Oh my god, bro! I couldn't even imagine. But his sister's a fucking G though. Like she fucking sticks up for him a little bit.
Kind of. The one sister,
the one sister, she's like, yo, like, no.
But she's also super cunty at the same time. Mm-hmm. I think she means well, but no.
So you can't call him weird. He's my sister.
That one too.
He's my brother. Fuck. Yeah. Because it's like they treat him how they treat him, but they're not gonna let anybody else treat him that same way.
Yeah.
That they know. You know what I mean? So there is that familial bond. So it's not just like they're just treating him like shit, like fucking, you know. It's not just an everybody pile on him thing. Yeah. It's them because they're his family. So that's adorable. I'm like, all right, I understand that. You know, me and my brother fight all the time, but we don't fight. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, they spend the night together in Hawaii. You know, they get it on to the break of dawn.
She's like, "Can I ride back home with you when you leave?" And he's all like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Yeah, he's like,
even though after he,
what about your business deal? And he's like,
I didn't
have anything. I just came for you.
But this was after that, like he called back the call girl service or whatever, and fucking threatened them, like, "Let me talk to your manager," blah 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 blah. And he was using some sort of phone thing to where he was able to trace the call.
No. They get back to Hawaii. They get back from Hawaii.
Oh, this is when he calls and says, like, "Oh, I'm in Hawaii right now. I'll be back home. You guys can give me a call back."
No, he doesn't say I'm in Hawaii. I'm out of town.
I'm out of town. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you need to call back. Blah blah blah. And so, but I really think I'm gonna have to call the cops because I really need the $500 back. Blah blah blah. Like we can work this shit out. Fucking. They get back. He's driving her home. The truck hits them. He takes one look at her and she's bleeding, and he's like, "Oh no, fuck this!" And that's when we see the Adam Sandler like fucking shit up, like I'm an angry motherfucker. Like what you doing? Is my bitch?
Yeah, he's able to get the tire iron from somebody.
Like,
and he just starts beating the shit out of all of them with the tire iron.
Fucks them all up, dude. And that's the end of that. He takes her to the hospital. But he leaves her there. He's like fucking doing an awkward shuffle. Like, all right, she's all right. All right, I'm going to make this phone call. And he
drives back to his office, make a phone call. Yeah.
All the way back to, which is, I'm surprised his car's still fucking ran. I thought I saw his will being like torn the fuck off. But I guess it wasn't. So he goes back to his office, makes that call, and fucking, man, he's like, yo. I forget what he says. Basically, like, don't fuck with me. Like, stop that shit. Pay me my fucking money back. And fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman is like, shut the fuck up, you pervert. And like, bro.
It was so funny because he was like he was not perverted at all. Like,
no, not at all. And fucking Adam Sandler's like, all right. And the dude hangs up on him. After like, we're not paying you back, blah, blah, blah. You're going to fucking do this or that or whatever. Like, don't fuck with me. Like, I'm big shit. Boss hog. Like, you don't know what you're fucking with. And fucking Adam Sandler's just like, whatever. He gets hung up on, but he still has the fucking phone in his hand. He runs all the way to the fucking hospital. Finds out his girl is, like, checked out. And he's like, fuck. And he goes to Utah, and he's like, yo, they have the showdown.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great.
It's non-violent. It's just a bunch of just standing fucking like face to face.
Yeah, stand up. Like,
just yelling.
They're like fucking.
That's that.
He's like, I will beat the hell out of you. I have a strength within me that is far more than you can even imagine because I have a love of my life and all this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to say that's that, and I'm going to leave, and then we'll be done here. And he's like, really? Well, that's that. So Adam Sandler goes to leave, and he's like, get the fuck out of my store, you fucking pervert. And fucking Adam Sandler's like, didn't I warn you with the fucking phone? And he's like, oh, that's that.
That's that.
That's that.
So he was threatened.
Oh, yeah. He knew.
He was just trying to hold his composure because he had one of his hoes there, and he had Georgia Peach there.
Yep, he fucking knew, bro. He saw it in Adam Sandler's eyes. Like, he motherfucker gonna get the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want them problems. So Adam Sandler gets back and he makes amends. He's like, yo, like, fucking, I left you.
Dude, no, you weren't trying to go.
There's a sex service that I called before I met you, and they've been hounding me, and, like, I had to go take care of it because they hurt you, and, like, I can't have that happen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he does tell her, like, everything.
He tells her everything. She's like, but you abandoned me at the hospital. You can't do that. He's like, I know. I'll never do it again.
He shows up with the piano to her.
Yeah. The harmonophone. Yeah. If you just wait 6 to 8 weeks, we can go wherever you want to go, and I'll always be there, and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, she's just like, but you abandoned me. He's like, I'll never do it again. I know. I had you. Yeah. Aries, bro, what is your problem? Why do you love me so much? Huh? But yeah, it was fucking great. It's fucking weird and surreal in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And the tone of the score just made everything that much more intense in certain areas. And it was mellow when it needed to be mellow. And it ramped up everything to the fucking max. It was really good. But it wasn't like your Zach Dempsey or Hans Zimmer fucking score type thing. It was really artsy and really well done. And it wasn't that long of a movie either.
No, it's just there's just parts of it that make it feel long. And
yeah. Mm-hmm. It was good, man. That's probably one of my favorite movies. It's in the top 5 now. Yeah, now that I've watched it again and I've seen it from start to finish. The content, the pacing, the score, the acting, like everything, like yeah, dude. The comedy, the drama, like yeah. And it's like, oh, what I was saying before when you were upstairs, like the whole red flag thing, like she was like, yo, he was like, yo, have you been in? When's the last time you were in a relationship? She was like, oh, like 6 months ago. Have you ever been married? She was like, yeah. You want to talk about this more? And I'm like, okay, well, what are the flags here? Like, what from him would be the red flags that she should be seeing that she's just bypassing? And what are the red flags from her that he's seeing that he's just bypassing? Are there? Or is this why this is called Punch Drunk Love? Because they're just fucking like, they have connected and so swiftly and like fucking, because they got into it really fast. Because at the end, like they've only been like seeing each other for like not even a whole week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't ever want to be apart from you. Type thing. So yeah.
But she's also feeling him the same way.
Yeah. So it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't really happen too often these days. Like it's a whole period of 3 months of talking and then ghosting. But maybe that is a thing. Maybe it's just you meet the right person and you have that connections and you just feel it.
Dude, I'm having
So yeah.
Once it's over, I gotta show you this gal I've been talking to. I had her first date Monday night, dude, and we were at the
5-hour date.
We were at the bar for like 5 hours, and the only reason we fucking stopped the date is because it was like 10:30. We were like we gotta wake up in the morning. Right. Like she's like I got an hour drive back home. I'm like, dude, mine's only like 30 minutes because it was in Janesville.
Oh shit! Oh, you meant halfway, basically.
Yeah. Damn. Because she but if I drove straight to her place, it's only an hour 10 minutes. Oh. Like if I drove out to Sun Prairie, it's only according to GPS, I can turn hour 10 into an hour. You know, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, this is a good movie. Like I said, 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
You said 9. I gave
9
it
out
an
of 10.
8. I gave it an 8. Maybe a strong 7.5. Like
no, it's 9 out of 10.
Because
of everything that's happening, and there's so much shit in the background that's going on too. So it's not like it's just focused on them too.
Yeah,
it's everything else that's happening. That
it's like because that this was a good expression of just life in general, because it's not always just what's being what's supposed to be the main focus, because there's always other shit that's going on
always
that adds into how you feel about things,
right? How you feel, how you think, and like
how you react, and everything. So yeah, I'll bump it up back into a fucking 8. I'll bump it up to an 8.5.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It was a good movie, man. Everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
The brothers got their asses whipped.
Oh my god! I like at first he's all like, I'm only paying 2 of you, and they're like, that's fine, but there was still more than 2 of them that came and whooped his ass or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm only paying you $500 because that's all I can take out in a day. And like, that's fine.
No, when Seymour's character was all like, when George is talking to Seymour, is all like, oh, they agreed to do it. He's like, well, I can only afford to pay 2, or he's like, I'm only paying 2 of you.
Oh, and, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's fair.
But then when they go and beat his ass, it's like, so I guess they just will just split it. They just feel like they're getting paid half as much, I guess.
Right.
I don't
know. Yeah.
It's a good movie. Go watch it.
Yeah, it's a different kind of movie, but not in a bad way.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Kind of gives you the warm and fuzzies, but the cringy warm and fuzzies.
We got on the next ones, Mr. Deeds that I've never seen.
Oh my god!
And we got 8 Crazy Nights, so we gotta do this next week for Christmas.
Oh shit! All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That works.
Because Christmas is next week. It's like Thursday or some shit.
I fucking know, dude. I haven't bought no presents for anybody. Fucking.
Dude, Thursday or Friday. I gotta. You saw those Nerf guns and shit, dude. Yeah. I gotta wrap that shit. Oh man.
God damn. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Well, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and
bye.
Bye.